Another topic that I'm very much passionate about is community building tools. I'm a very extrovert guy and I like to communicate with people. But when it comes to communication in Web3, it's a completely different space that you're going to be communicating with the type of users that you have there. And community building is very important in your Web3 project. Get here to the slide. There we go. It's very important for you to build the right community for your project. And the reason being is it also ties towards your market or your target market. But the main thing is you want to have the right audiences there to participate in your project. And these right audiences create the right atmosphere for a sustainable community that can develop over time. You will even build friends on there on these platforms, such as Discord. Discord is the perfect place where you will want to start creating a community around your Web3 project or even NFT project. And what's great about it is that it's literally almost a Web3 integration because you're anonymous on there. You only have a hash next to your name or your username to servers with an invite link. And many projects have Discord as their main way of communication with their audience in a Web3 template. So when it comes to your community, what does it add value to your project? It adds social value, performance on social media platforms for awareness, impressions, and getting your name out there. You want to mostly convert your community into doing something for the project, because once your community understands that it's also their job for your project to succeed, they will start to participate. And with participation, you want to reward these users. Web3, as we were talking in the beginning, is one of the best places actually or even one of the platforms of development where user engagement is so high. It's because Web3 projects are rewarding their users for engagement and positive engagement, almost like how Web3 was designed, where people put out content and they are rewarded in this ecosystem, or you could say DAO. Do not confuse yourself, a community to be a DAO as of yet. It can be, but a decentralized autonomous organization has certain things different from a Web3 project, I would say, because a Web3 project is solely focused on either creating something and developing it further, where some decentralized autonomous organizations are to talk about these projects, figure out data analysis about them, how they succeeded, and so on. So there are two different things, but it would be best if you want to see a difference by joining a DAO, some decentralized autonomous organization, and a Web3 project, because this will give you insight into the types of users on both sides of the coin. But to start it off easy, you will want to, of course, get people into your Discord server by the use of social media such as Twitter, which I would say is currently the best place to start to get people coming into your server. But building the right audience is the hardest. So how are you going to do it? This is probably the most nut-cracking thing. You have to start small. No server was built in a day with 10,000 users unless you bolted the whole server to oblivion. You will start small, around 100 users, usually friends, some investors, you know, and they become sort of the core audience of this community online there. And they start supporting you and even acting as kind of a moderator, you would say. They even start spreading the word of your project to other people, and you start building through a small type of project, bigger, 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 bigger. That's why you invite people, you know, that might be interested, and you want to use the power of cross-building. And now cross-building is a new factor in this ecosystem where you partner up with another project and you're going to give away some sort of benefit from your project to people in another server if they come to yours, and vice versa. And this way you start populating your community with other users from other projects that might be of your interest. So let's say your Web3 project is interested in music, and art. You will find another project that does the same, and you cross-collab between each other, bringing in the same type of audiences. And that is the last one, also collabs, but you want to grow your social media with your community. It's a very core important thing to convert them to follow your social media and almost to engage with every post. And you need to feed that community with the right content that they can engage with. So, talking about the resources, it's a long thing.
Discord, this is the place where you want to start with your community. No, sorry, my voice is drying out now. 1 second. Fantastic. Discord is your community building platform such as never ever been done before. Social media isn't. Reason being, it's a one-on-one communication where you can talk directly with your users and give them the information at the fastest known time compared to social media where you have to scroll through feeds of content to find the latest post about your interested brand. Let's start with the second one called Mirror. Mirror is your want-to-go platform for any type of Web3 project. Reason being is there is a collective wallet, there are DAOs that you can also join and see and learn more about your Web3 project, how you can create minting posts, minting information on a calendar, or using it as a way to boost your community awareness. Talking about Paragraph. Paragraph could be seen almost like an OnlyFans of Web3 platforms. Reason being it's gated information. So let's say you have an NFT and you're going to put out some private content that only people with that NFT can see. You're going to use Paragraph. They will connect their MetaMask wallet or Phantom wallet there, whatever kind of wallet, there are many integrations, and then they can access this information. You're basically giving them more value for their NFT to access some private information that isn't given to all the people who join the server. Something who are true long-term investors or people who support your community and project. And we're going to go to maybe one of the important things, and that is Coinvise. And Coinvise is a platform where you can actually create your token. It can be NFT or it can be any type of cryptocurrency token, such as a shitcoin that you can create. But it's your place to also go and research information how to create your token. If you're not a developer of creating tokens, you'll want to learn more on Coinvise. And BitCloud, the last one of importance, is a platform where you can find all types of collective NFT tokens that exist out there and even join in onto their communities. So this is just to give you a start. The process is very long, and from my experience, you literally learn every day something new. It never stops. There are so many strategies happening daily in building your server with fresh and interested users that you always have to stay at the top of your game and keep on researching and asking yourself how I can keep on adding value to my users, how I can keep on building this positive, sustainable environment of a community that I have here, and how can I bring in more users. So you have to figure out, and I can only give you my experience, my knowledge that it comes from experience and hard work every day. And here is like an example that we have from ARC, which is a progressive decentralization. I'm not going to go through this. This is for you to read, very nice. But it's talking on the boards of a DAO structure. You can move your project to become a decentralized autonomous organization. But that decentralized autonomous organization has some purpose for these users, something, and you have to figure out what that organization has, either a voting system, being an alpha for new project drops, joining in to talk more about the market, or joining some investors. That's something you could give for an example of a DAO. You're going that extra mile to make your project an organization, or autonomous one. A motivated participation, as I was saying. You want to reward your users for participating in every type of event in your project. So you're going to have, let's say, a Twitter post. Hey guys, we just posted a Twitter post. In the first 20 reactions and comments, they get the whitelist. They get some benefit to our project. You want to motivate them each single time you do something in their community. And weighted voting is a little bit different. That's more to the decentralized organization. But let's say they would buy $1 of ARC, which we have here, and that equals 1 vote. Again, with the tokenomical system, you want to make it so that everything is in a proportion that not one person can own 60% of the supply, and he could have 60 votes going on. So you have to figure out also a system to give to your community a fair play benefit to everybody who is there. That's one thing that scares people away. If they see that they're whales, they can easily turn it 90 degrees up or 90 degrees down. So that's one thing just to be very careful about. And now we're going to move on to the next here, and the do's and don'ts of strategic planning.